Hi guys, and welcome back to The Mind of a Writer. I had to split this section on villains into two because of technical difficulties, and I am sorry about that, but it's just what happened, and I am filming on my phone because of the same technical difficulties. So, pick up where we left off. The next piece of advice I would give to dealing with your villain is to sympathise with them. Now, in a lot of books, the hero gets all the sympathy because it's told from his point of view. But the time it doesn't make sense is when the book has an omnipresent point of view, where it switches between characters, or it just looks down from above characters, doesn't actually go from inside someone's head. And that is a time where you should sympathise with your villain. You shouldn't show your villain in a bad light when there's a chapter based in your villain's lair or something, if you know what I mean. So your hero shouldn't get all the sympathy. You know, to be honest, the hero's going to overthrow or kill or whatever your villain. So shouldn't your villain get some sympathy? He's got someone charging after him to kill him. Yeah, fair enough, he's doing the same thing, but you're sympathising with your hero, so you sympathise with your villain. So, next is No Evil Lairs. Try and write a story of a villain where he doesn't live in an evil lair, somewhere dark, mysterious. A favourite of these is a volcano. Sauron is the most famous one for living in a volcano. Yeah, like everyone has a volcano, a dark castle, an evil empire, and, you know, they don't just live in a house or anything. Because Sauron lived in a volcano, everyone's villain must live in a volcano. Yeah, I can't really think of many exceptions to it. Can't think of any, actually. Oh, the Malfoy family, they lived in a manor. That's pretty much all I can think of, but then I kind of don't class them as villains. Yes and no. That makes sense with them. So yes, no evil lairs. And no evil clothes either. A lot of villains have like the long black cape, with the black clothing, and they like to swish their cape around to be intimidating, wear a lot of black. Stop it. Just give them normal clothes. Unless you're making a point or you're doing a parody and your hero is dressed all in white and bright colours, then it can work and it can be really funny. But just drop the all in black stuff. It's been done to death and it just doesn't really work anymore. Next one is probably the silliest thing evil villains do, is the evil gloat. Cut it out. The evil gloat, for anyone who doesn't know or is unsure, is when the villain has the hero in his lair or wherever and has him in his power, and he doesn't kill him, he doesn't do anything to him, he stands there and he talks about how victorious he is and how his plan has succeeded, etc, etc, and he carries on to just the right amount of time for the hero to outwit him or kill him or whatever else, or be rescued. Stop it. If your villain has your hero, have your villain do what he intends to do with your hero. Sounded a bit wrong, but never mind. And final point I'm going to make on this one is no evil pets. I think they're called familiars. You have a pet like that, like witches have familiars, they have the black cat and stuff like that. Just no. Those snakes have been overdone to death. Bats have been overdone. Just don't do it. You know, it's silly. I could understand the one exception to that rule, but it still bugged me, was the snake Nagini in Harry Potter, because of what she was, and the fact that she was integral to the story. But it could have been something else. But then again, it was Slytherin and stuff. So if you're going to have an evil pet, have it put in the story well and have it have a proper meaning. So yeah, that's all it is this time. Next time, as requested by Jason, it's going to be advice on writing dialogue, which I know a lot of people struggle with. So have a good day, guys. Bye.